$102,000 in only 7 days of work. Picked up over 200 shifts. How did we get to that? So one of you reached out to me. Now, mind you, I don't do consultations. You try to get a hold of me, you have a 1% chance of getting a hold of me. Very hard to get a hold of. I just don't have time to take the place of BSIS, the Bureau of Investigative Services. But in that rare opportunity, sometimes you get an answer through me. One of you guys, is having difficulty reaching out to the right person. You can always get a hold of BSIS. You're going to have to wait 1 to 2 hours on the phone. I am not willing to accept most of the workload or even a fraction of the workload, all for no compensation. I am not going to do that because you can reach out to them anyways. Yeah, you're going to have to wait half an hour, 1 to 2 hours, maybe longer than that. If you email them, you might get an email, you maybe not. I don't want to feel fear monger among you guys, but that's just the reality. Those of you that try to reach out to BSIS. But I gave a simple solution to something that could have easily been found by contacting BSIS or even reading my book, The Private Patrol Operator. I think this question could have also been answered if this person would have looked through every single video here. That's kind of my pet peeve. If you have a question, it's already answered in the video. That's my pet peeve. I made a video for a particular reason that I think that question was probably answered in one of my 70, 80 videos that I have already. Anyhow, there's a solution that was made, and that had something to do with who's eligible to replace the qualified manager or a qualified manager on a private patrol operator license. Something to that respect. Again, I don't want to give more specifics because this was a private conversation that we had. So moving on, this person made a lot of money, you guys. Okay, what ended up happening was one of the contracts, security contractors out there didn't have the manpower for this assignment. Okay, this was an overwhelming contract, and this person, it looks like there was a subcontract for one of you guys, and you're able to bill $102,000. Okay, out of that amount, I'm sure there's a significant amount that you actually brought home on the table, because as for the expenses, okay, you got vehicles, and then the majority of the expenses is going to obviously be the wages for the officers. But man, you made a lot of money, $102,000 in 1 week's worth of work. I haven't heard about that yet. You made history on this channel. Okay, you made history on this channel. It just goes to show you that if you reach out to the right person, such as a professional consultant or somebody like that, I mean, you're paying some money, good amount of money for that. Let's just say you paid $100 or maybe $1,000 or even $5,000 for some type of consultation. In the long run, if you get the right advice, it's going to pay off. $102,000. Okay, so stop being cheap. Okay, I'm not offering any consultation service, you guys. I'm not trying to sell you anything. If you call me for consultation, I don't have time. I think in the future, maybe near future, I might design something where I can charge per the minute or something, or by the hour. But I need to set up the logistics for that, and I don't have time right now. Okay. Anyhow, congratulations to you that made that amount of money. Keep doing good work. Keep holding that line. The job was somewhat dangerous. You have a lot of anti-law enforcement, and when you have anti-law enforcement, you have anti-security, because security helps law enforcement hold that line. Okay, they help them out. Those of you who keep voting for these politicians out there who do not support law enforcement, I'm at odds with you, and I hope you're not even subscribed to this channel, because I don't even want you on this channel if you don't back up law enforcement. Just leave the channel. I don't care if you stay on it. Those of you that back law enforcement, that's great. Those of you that want accountability from law enforcement, that's also great. you know, I totally understand transparency, accountability is great when the accountability and transparency you're seeking is something that's reasonable. If it's unreasonable, get off my channel. Okay, just get off. I don't care. Anyhow, you support law enforcement, you're supporting yourself as a private security. Okay, there has to be somebody that's going to have to accept your prisoner that you make citizens arrest, and that's going to be law enforcement. Okay, there might be a time when you might have to call law enforcement as a private security professional, and you're depending on their assistance. Okay, you back law enforcement, you back private security. You don't back law enforcement, get off my channel. If you do not support law enforcement, or you are highly critical and your beliefs, opinions of them are totally unreasonable, and you keep voting for these politicians that are against law enforcement, then you have a problem with me, and we need to draw a fine line. And that fine line is go to some other channel. I don't want you here. You're also telling me that you do not value all of my friends that never made it home at the end of their watch. They don't get to return home to their family like many of you, and they died for no reason, for no cause, no purpose.